And I also might put 0.1 Sol and copy trade some with it.
Yeah, copy trade me, nigga.
Rap came in hello. Top fuck this go involved. Big range ain't no invoke. Big chain, this ain't a choke. She like when that neck get choked. I know that her boyfriend knows.
Alright guys, so welcome back to Vibe Trading, the show where I get on various traders and builders alike from the crypto space. Today we have a friend of mine named Atwood. You may have seen him on the timeline. You may have seen some good videos of him. He's from Australia and was hanging out with Orangey and Sebastian and some of the other guys. So I thought I'd get him on to chat a bit about his trading and thoughts on the space and stuff. How are you doing, Atwood?
Great. Pleasure to be here.
Yes, sir. What's new with you, man? And maybe just give the guys like a bit of background about you and your trading journey and stuff.
Right. I'm Atwood. Trading journey. I don't know, bro. How to explain that one? Like, what do you want me to say for that? Just
How'd you get into it? Let's start with how you got into it.
Crypto super early. I've been trading for about 5 years. Old signals, and then found out about meme coins. As soon as I started, I don't know the date, 2022 maybe, December. First friend I met was actually Absol. He's one of the guys I met in Gold Coast, and yeah, all started from there.
You move obviously like pretty low key, like you're not like tweeting all the time or anything like that. But I know behind the scenes, you mentioned Absol, a lot of other big guys as well. How did you actually get to know a lot of these guys? Was it just from like VCs back in the day? How did you meet some of them?
Yeah, Telegram VCs. If you were in a coin back then, coin had to have a Telegram channel with all the community members, bag holders. So spending time early days was how you'd meet a lot of KOLs. Marcel would chill in VCs a lot of the times back then. It wasn't hard. Casino was also one of the very first few people I met. I didn't really like him, but you just come across people like those in Telegram VCs, and it was easy back then. Like a cute cat from Pinterest, you just give it a name, make it fucking frame a website. Shit would go to 300K. It's that easy. No multi wallets, no nothing. So everyone was kind of on the same level. So like making your network strong was super important, and coming across people with influence or motion, whatever, was easy because they're all in the same playing field. There's no secret cabals or whatever back then.
Yeah, because like I think a lot of the guys I've got on this show to interview are obviously pretty young, and so a lot of people wonder like how they managed to get to a point of this like success so early. And I think that it was actually so much easier back in the day. Like firstly, less competitive. Secondly, Telegram VCs and all that kind of stuff. Whereas now I'm seeing so many more people like even like yourself right now who are like willing to come on here, like docs, speak about this stuff. Like they're trying to do content, they're trying to build a following because that's actually now like the best and easiest way to like make those friends, get those connects. Whereas obviously back in the day it was much more like aligned around bag working and stuff like that. How do you feel like the coins have like changed from back then to now, or at least in terms of like your trading style, how you've had to like evolve it from then to now?
It's a lot fucking more cancer now. So many specifics. Just with all things, if we take like Fortnite for example, back then the mechanics super simple, and over time, there's new metas, new strategies, so many little micro components that you need to train to get better and adapt. And for newcomers, it's super fucking cancer learning how to trade in these markets. You have to worry about certain smart followers retweeting, fucking quote tweeting if they support a project or not. You got to do like the research part is just a lot more in depth and a lot more speculation than how it was before. Everything was very clear, and the way I've adapted was super easy in the AI meta. That was kind of my playground. I've been somewhat tech savvy since I was 9, coding by 12. So it's like that was my leverage. If it was any other way, I would have just been fucked. Just like the majority of other traders that are just washed up. Too much shit to look out for. So it's like you gotta adapt or die, pretty much. Get raped.
Yeah, I mean, obviously AI season was from, back when we were speaking then was a good time for you. Out of interest, would you say that like most of the port that you've built up now was like couple big like plays, or was it like a bunch of cumulative smaller ones? Like how do some of your wins look? What are some of your like best wins you're maybe open to sharing?
Yeah, completely open. I made pretty much 90% of my net worth in the AI meta in the 2 months before it. Coins like Grinch, around December, Christmas time, leading up to AI. Those 3 months were where I made all of my money, and it's all accumulative. Like it's like a snowball kind of. I didn't, hit big and call it a day. It was more just consistent, 6-figure months. So yeah, all of my net pretty much came from those 3 months, 12-hour days minimum, and yeah, consistency. The rest was just, I just compare any P&L I make now to back then. So to me, they're minor. But yeah, those couple months were really good.
Yeah, and I mean, like, bro, 6 figure months like add up pretty quick. Like, if you're open to tell people like what kind of net worth you've got to, and I'd be interested to know like how you feel like your life has changed like after making that money. Like, has the money changed you? How's your lifestyle changed? Are you still on the screen for 12 hours a day? Do you still have the drive?
Yeah, I can answer that one. Net in the 7-figure range. I won't say too much. Nobody really knows my net, not even my parents, because you can lose it all tomorrow. So unless I've got that liquid, there's no point. But yeah, in the low to mid 7-figure range, um, it didn't really change me as a person, but for me to realize that the money was real, I had to, travel and use it. How I did that was bit refill, paid for like work trips, I guess, with crypto, and that was like, wow, this shit's real. So it's not much, but yeah, it didn't change much for me. Same with trenching. I did get a bit complacent for a few months, uh, maybe 6 months ago. Um, but the trenching is still the same. The drive is still somewhat the same. 8 hours a day minimum most days. Yeah,
And what is
not
your
much has
setup?
changed.
And what does your setup look like?
In Australia, I'm currently in Bali, but in Australia, I just got I got three monitors and just a regular mouse and keyboard.
And what are you trading on?
What am I trading on? Oh, PC, sorry.
Axiom or no, I mean, yeah, but I mean like
Oh,
terminal wise or any tools, things like that.
yeah, I only use Terminal, Twitter Tracker, and I've got a custom volume bot too for Solana.
Is that one you built yourself, or
Yeah, yeah.
any other cool stuff that you've built? And like you said, you were coding since you were like 12 or something like that. How's like vibe coding changed the space for you slightly, maybe,
Um,
or at least like AI tools,
they
if
really
at all.
help when yeah, yeah. When Bags came around, there was like you needed the Bags API to find out if, the creators claimed the coin. Just make simple tools that make it, convenient for you to know shit without clicking too many buttons. So I made simple believe tool. The Twitter timestamp one, a lot of traders still use my timestamp tool. It's like tells you how long a tweet was made in seconds. Um, yeah, it makes everything. If you have a problem, you have an easy way to solve it. Vibe coding has changed a lot.
And
Very
like
useful.
I guess to touch back on the previous question, what are some of the best trades that you make, and like maybe walk us through them slightly.
Bro, the best trades I make is when I turn my brain off. Not even trolling. Like if I'm in a big position, um, the first thing I do is form my own bias and then see if there's ways to back myself up. So I'll think of my own best case scenario, worst case scenario, and play the trade how I see fit. So whether I have to hold for a few weeks, pull some strings myself, maybe get in contact with the team, and see what's going on. And most of the times they tell you what you want to hear, so you can hold and whatever. But your own judgment should trump whatever anyone else thinks. So that's how most of my trades play out.
What are some of the ones
Big
that
ones
come
at
to
least.
mind? Like specific coins you traded maybe, or stuff like that. If you can share, up to you.
Yeah. The one I played best was Grinch. During Christmas. That was like, because I've just been liquidated from 6 figs. That was like my first big trade back. And when you're up like 600 times your port, it's really hard to make a clear judgment. But like I said, I went back to the rule book, my own rule book, and pretty much sold every top. Like that shit was really fucking good, and I needed it because I got fucking shit on. I had $0 pretty much to my name. Had to get up to work like nothing happened, and then yeah, I just locked in, made that shit back into trade.
Did that shit kind of you feel like put you into second gear a little bit and make you realize like what was possible?
Wait, sorry, repeat that one more time.
Yeah, sorry, I think you cut out for a sec. I was saying after you got like that big win, right? It probably like changed a lot for you. Do you feel like that's what made you like lock in even more and be like, damn, this is actually possible?
Yeah, as soon as I closed that, I was like, fuck, we're back. Well, I didn't quit my job. I just stopped working entirely and put in every hour I had into trenching. But yeah, a lot comes with that. You lose relationship with your closest relatives, family. I didn't speak with my mom more than a good morning for months on end. It was really bad. Every day you'd get a text like, "Oh, you're wasting your life. You're addicted." They had no idea what I was doing. They still don't. But yeah, it's comes with a lot. But that was a wake up call for sure. Just put everything down and focus on what works, and that was the best decision I've ever made.
Yeah, and I guess it finally pays off, and now you get to post a lot of posts on the timeline, and flex the lifestyle. Obviously, maybe some people saw recently like the whole squad was out, and the whole Australia cabal like came together. How was that trip? What did you guys get up to? How was like meeting some of the other guys like IRL and stuff?
Oh, really good. That was great. It was probably the best time I've had in a few fucking months. Just seeing people you're already familiar with, having a great time with them. Food was really good. We rented out supercars for a few nights. That was definitely some fucking fun. Yeah, it's just like most crypto people I've met in the past have just been a little odd. Or when you think of like a crypto guy, it's like this guy's a fucking weird cunt. So it's refreshing to see there's people like me in this space that are doing well, and they're not drones. So it's like a refresher. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's funny. Like, I think a lot of people, probably like our friends outside of the space, think that because we're like on the screen all day, that we're somehow like less social. But like, I would argue that we're actually more social just because of like how much information we're taking in and like the people we're speaking to every day. And, we get to like travel the world and basically like meet up with all of our boys who are like similar age group, doing the same shit, same mindset. And so like I feel like it's always good fun. Did you guys hit any good trades while you were having fun, mobile style or?
Oh yeah, Sebastian hit on Chud House.
Oh
I think
yeah,
he's
that
up
was
like,
crazy.
yeah, he was just begging everyone to fucking buy it. We thought he was trolling, but good trade on his end. That's pretty good.
How do you feel about current state of trenches, Solana, etc. And like, you have any like opinions on what you think the future is going to shape out like for meme coins and trading these low caps in general?
Sorry.
Nah, it's all good. That's all
Uh,
good.
I've just been perma bearish for the last fucking year and a half. I like my opinion doesn't really matter. I don't want anyone to take my fucking word for it, but I'll be honest. Like I've been complacent with what I've made, so I'm bearish for cope pretty much. I'm just preparing for the worst outcome and not worried about what's next. I'm just milking it while it's here, expecting it to die within a few months. Like every 2 months, I'm like, oh, I've outdone myself. It's gonna, stay
This can't
alive, and I
last.
just milk it more. Yeah. I think we fucking nosedive from here. Um, like macro wise, on chain, I think we'll be chilling for a few more months, but opportunity presents itself everywhere. So you just got to be online still is what matters.
Is there anything you think that pump potentially could change or encourage, incentive wise or anything, or like, fee wise, anything like that?
I think the fucking the Black Swan is an airdrop. That's what, everyone really gives a fuck about. There's no like, oh, change dev fees, make them, whatever. That shit doesn't matter. Without devs, there's no traders. So people complaining about that shit just need to fucking kill themselves. But I think the airdrop is that's like the last card for Pump to play. That's if shit gets really ugly, I'm assuming. Um, that's what I'd want personally. I don't know. Yeah, I'd want a fucking airdrop.
Yeah, of course. And like, are you only trading meme coins? Low caps, maybe sizing the occasional runner, or are you like doing a bit of perps or anything else these days?
Low caps, yeah, that's like my playground. I'm 5 for 5 on perps. I haven't missed yet, and I don't want to miss. So I don't gamble. Or at least I'm not educated enough to touch perps. So I'll just take my win streak and fuck off.
Have you
But yeah, low caps, low caps.
have you had any bad losses that stand out to you?
Trenching?
Yeah, anything like anything you sized that
Oh,
like really didn't go well, or you said you're 5 for 5 on perps, so I guess it's not gonna your losses aren't in perps.
yeah. My losses are all on fucking meme coins. Most recent, like semi big one was Maltbook. Um, yeah, I was just completely wrong on that. That was a 6-figure loss almost.
Oof.
Um, yeah, that's the most recent one. But before that, yeah, a lot of fucking detrimental losses. That's how I actually got liquidated a few times, was revenge trading. So it definitely is like a mental thing. If you're weak up there, you're just gonna lose it all. So huge fucking losses. But some are more accumulative over the span of, weeks, months, and some were like pretty fucking big where it's like, wow, what the fuck am I doing? You know?
Did you ever journal your trades, and any like top of mind advice you would give to up and coming traders who are trying to make it in the trenches?
100%. First, like maybe 6 months. Um, no, maybe first year actually. I've been fucking journaling in every form, whether it's physical on a paper, what you want to achieve, what you did good that day, or if it's even just writing on the chart. If you've left your computer open, you can use a little text box on Deck Screener and just write, at every little price action movement, what went wrong, what went good here. Maybe what caused every pump. Dex was paid here, for example. That's why it went up, or this guy said something good about this coin, or whatever. Journaling back then is how that would go. Um, Other than that, yeah, just writing down your thoughts is very important at the start. I don't journal anywhere near as much now because I get clarity from other things. But yeah, super important. Journaling is very important.
And I guess on like the other side of it, like any advice you have for other traders who are trying to make it?
Well, bro, I'll be completely honest. If you're new, just stop while you can. Uh, I'd say if you started trading within the last 5 months, 4 months, just stop while you can. Super bearish for me, but I'm just being honest, bro. It's like trying to go pro in Fortnite today. It's just you're just gonna get raped over and over, especially if you have responsibilities and risk. It's like you don't have the same amount of time like a 16-year-old does with no responsibilities. You can't put in the same amount of hours, and that's who's outperforming you, right? So if you can't match your competition, don't even bother. Um, but anyone that's been trenching for a while, patience. Um, Especially if you're an attentive trencher and you learn from your mistakes, your day will come. So you look out for that. It's like the beam of hope for you. If you've been doing it for a while, your day will come.
Anything cool outside of crypto you want to talk about? Music stuff or otherwise?
Music, I used to be a producer. Um, I signed a deal and it fucking burnt me out. I had to do the same sound, same drums for 3 months consecutively, and it just burnt me out. So music is a dead passion for me, but I make a remix every now and then, once a month, twice a month. Industry's fucked. There was no future for me there. It's just devils and shit.
Well, just like bad, like you just feel like it's a bit toxic, or
Yeah. I as a manager, I know a lot about how other managers operate and what they deal with and shit. It's like not ideal for my morals and what I want to do. So it's just a bunch of FUD.
And what's next? What's next for you now, right? Like if you're bearish on the space, like you got to look for how to make money elsewhere. Is there anything else that you're looking into, or now that you're more well resourced, maybe there's other things that you can put your mind to as well?
Angel investing definitely right after, and then until then I'll buy a physical business in Perth for my dad, so he can stay with us and run it himself. But other than that, I'm pretty complacent with what I've got, and yeah, I don't want to get too hungry, bro, because I believe money is evil. So I kind of just want to enjoy the fruits of my labor and keep working at the same time. I always keep myself busy.
And when you say angel stuff, you mean angeling in crypto or outside of crypto?
They can be crypto native or AI specifically. Other than that, just any blockchain or AI tech in any fucking use case that looks appealing to me, I'll definitely just focus on those two categories to invest.
Nice. Awesome. Well, I don't want to take up too much of your time. I know you got to get on with the rest of your day. Any like closing thoughts you want to share? Anything you want to say or things you want to point people towards?
I don't know. Maybe having influence is super important. I know I said this in my other interview, but leveraging an audience is super beneficial, especially if you've been trenching for a while and not working out for you. Just leverage an audience. I actually have to go. Yeah. Okay, give me a sec. Yeah. Okay. Sorry.
All good.
Yeah, leveraging an audience, super fucking. Some of you may know me from YouTube. That's when I was rock bottom. Never thought I'd put my face in front of a camera ever. But I had to do what I had to do, and if I hadn't done that, I wouldn't be where I am today. So it's like push yourself is the moral of that, and be useful to others, and they'll be useful to you. Networking is insane.
Nice way to end it off. I appreciate you. Thanks for coming on.
Hell yeah.